From our location in Sweet Spirits Hotel in Freetown, Sierra Leone, welcome to On the Spot with Stella, the show that brings you game changers, innovators, and pace setters. We share inspirational stories, cultural, educational, and lifestyle issues affecting you and society. On this show, the spotlight is on you.
Sierra Leoneans were blown away a few years back when a young prodigy, Kelvin Doe, hit the spotlight for teaching himself engineering at age 13 and building a radio station where he broadcasted from with the name DJ Focus. Well, tonight another young genius joins me here on the show. My first guest is 6-year-old Mohammed Kailondo Banya Jr., who is homeschooled by his father, Mohammed Kailondo Banya Sr., and is quite smart for a kid at this age. He has never been to school, but can solve critical math problems in the millions that most Beke and even WASP pupils will find difficult to solve without a calculator. Well, he writes any amount in words or even figures, and is well advanced in science and other subjects for his age. Well, both Mohammed and his father joins me here on the show. Welcome. It's great to have both of you on the show.
Welcome, Stella.
Now, I'm going to start off with you, Mohammed Senior. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm self-employed. I'm a businessman actually, by profession. So, I spend most of my time dealing with my business, and some of it, I partly share my time dealing with my business and some of it with my son.
Okay. Now, I know, of course, Mohammed is not the only child you've got.
Yeah.
You have how many kids?
4.
4 kids. But is Mohammed the only one who has been homeschooled?
Yes.
So why is that? He's 6 years old and has never been to school.
Yeah, well, I think it is fit for me to homeschool Mohammed because, first of all, I weigh the educational system in our country, and I know we have problem. I mean, saying for my past kids, their level of education. So I see it fit that I should change that way of which the elder sisters of Mohammed has gone through, by home teaching him. Because I know within myself, I have some excellent teaching skills that if only I can have the time to invest it in him, then he will make a huge difference.
It's great that you said you've got excellent teaching skills, because I was going to ask, without any teaching background or certification as a teacher, how have you been able to cope? How have you been able to put together the syllabus and knowing what to teach him? How have you been able to do that?
Well, I was studying law in Senegal, and as a student responsible for his studies, his living, because all was done by myself. So I was engaged in some kind of part-time teaching, while doing some other part-time job. So that's where I developed the idea, because being with kids, it motivates me there, it motivated me, and then I capture some experiences. Because sometimes teaching kids who are slow to learn, it bothers me. Like, what should I do to get these kids at the same level with the smarter kids? So I started developing ideas.
Okay, so when you gave birth to Mohammed, how was it for him to learn? Was he fast in learning? Did he need special attention, to learn whatever it was you were teaching him?
Well, I never allowed myself to go through that. I never allowed myself to have that opportunity, to judge him whether he's slow or smart. Because what I did was, in fact, when we got him, I think it was 1 week old, I told my woman, I said, look, I'm going to turn my son a genius.
Okay.
And I'm proud you are calling him a genius today.
I know, right? And looking at that, I mean, would you say, looking at his, his elder ones and him being 6 years old, for his age and for the level he's supposed to be in school, he's well advanced, than his older ones? Would you say that?
Yeah. I think sometimes they get quiet with his elder sisters.
Wow.
Because I remember there was a time something happened and Mohammed, I'm just bumping in the living, and asked one of his elder sisters, are you the one that has contaminated the hair? And he said, hey, I'm not encouraging you with such vocabulary, sir. Just stay with your vocabulary. Yes, it was Agnes.
Okay. All right. Well, before bringing in Junior, we did catch up with him and his father at their home. Let's see.
The 5 senses, the sense organs. We start with eyes.
Eyes, see, touch, hear, smell, and taste.
Okay.
You hear with your ears. The ears collect sound from the air and send them to your brain. The brain then tells you what it sounds mean.
Good. And let's do the taste.
You taste it with your tongue.
What is in the tongue?
Yeah. Taste buds in tongue.
And what did you do?
You can tell if something is sweet or sour, salty or bitter.
Good. And then we have
Right?
what?
Smell.
Smell.
To play under
it. They like to play under it. So let's analyze this verb quickly.
I like to play under it.
There.
There is a third person pronoun who are subjects.
Why is it subject?
Because there is the doer of the action.
There is the do of the action. So
Light is a verb. Because light is
But what verb is this?
it is the past tense of verb to like.
It is a past tense of
Verb
verb to like. And to
So it's a preposition.
play.
Play is a verb.
Yes. It's a
Play
verb.
is an actual verb.
Under.
Under.
Under it.
Under is a preposition.
It's a preposition. And it.
It is the third person pronoun singular of objective.
Objective. Why is it objective?
Because the action play is being done onto it.
Thank you.
2,851,739 times 639,742. So, now multiply. 2 times. Wait, 18. Let's go. 2 equals 6 plus 1, 7. 2 times 7 equals 14. 4. 1. 2 times 1 equals 2 plus 1, 3. 2 times 6 equals 12. 6 equals 12. 2 1. 2 times 8 equals 16. 16 plus 1 is 16. Same kind of 2 times 2 equals 4 plus 1, 5. 5 around like 60. Two million 861,739 times 639,742 to equal 1,830,774,631,238.
It's correct.
Okay, so now looking at that video, is that like the normal routine, you know, with your time with Mohammed, and how is the classes done? Is it every day? Is it once an hour, once a day, or an hour a day? How is it?
Well, I don't have a regular teaching schedule with him, you know, because sometimes I can get extremely busy with my business, and it can go 2-3 weeks without teaching. Sometimes I travel, you know, and sometimes when I have the time, I can have him for 3 times a day, 2 hours. Sometimes it's just 2 hours, sometimes 4 hours. So
Okay.
it is not consistent as far as time.
It's based on when you're
Yes, when I'm available. You know.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll take a break and we'll continue the conversation. You're watching On the Spot on AYV Television, and tonight I'm talking to some young whiz kids in Sierra Leone. Now, Mohammed, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
When I'm 6 years, I go to school. I learn with my dad. I learn English language, maths, spellings, you know, all those things. And I have my friends that I play with every Sundays. And when I finish playing them, I come back to my house, and I go and eat. I watch my movie. Then I sleep. Then I go and sleep at night. I wake up in the morning. I go and brush my teeth. And when I finish brushing my teeth, I go and study till 10. Then I do my breakfast. Then I go and eat. And when it's and then I go and study till 1. It's my nap time. And when I finish my nap time, I wake up at 3. I go at 3 and I eat my food at 4. I come and do my studies again till 6 and 6. I take my break. I take my break at 7. I continue my studies till 9.
Okay.
And at 9 I I took my leg till 11, then go to sleep.
And then and then it just continues. So, you've got some friends, and they do go to school. What do they tell you?
They don't tell me anything, they just play with me.
Okay. They don't ask you what school you go to. Do people ask you?
No,
Okay. So now, what are your favorite subjects?
but I just have one is maths.
Okay. And why do you like maths?
Because math is the most difficult subject in the entire country.
Okay, all right. I like that. So you like the difficult ones. Okay. And so that means you're good in mathematics. So of course you're going to come show us a little bit. But do you actually like schooling at home? Do you like your father teaching you, or do you want to go to a normal school like your friends?
No, I prefer to study at home.
Why?
Because I have good education there. I'll start schooling on September.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, we're going to talk a little bit about you starting school very soon. So coming now to you, Mohammed, you have some things you want to teach us, right? Okay.
So,
No, he can sit down. Yes. So I would hold this for people, and then you explain. So what is this?
This is the nervous system.
This is the what?
Nervous system.
Okay. Go ahead.
The nervous system is made up of the brain, the spinal cord, and nerves. The spinal cord and the nerves are connected to the brain, on which the spinal cord and the nerves transmit messages to the brain and from the brain back to the body. But what is happening to the body and around it? There are 3 different kinds of nerves. 1, the sensory nerves. 2, the motor nerves. And 3, the mixed nerves. The sensory nerves are connected to the brain. Send messages to the brain through the spinal cord. These nerves are called sensory nerves because they are connected to the sense organs. The motor nerves send messages back from the brain to all the muscles and glands of the body. They are called motor nerves because they are involved in the motor skills, which is the act of movement. Mixed nerves. These nerves are not only carry messages to the brain, but also carry instructions from the brain to the other body parts. Let's see how these nerves work with the brain. If you see a car approaching you, your sense organ eyes will take photon to send it to the brain. The brain then interprets the message according to the speed of the approaching car. The brain then sends an instruction message to the leg muscles, either to pull up and run or jump. Let's look at another example. If an ant bites your hand, feet and starts scratching your hand. In this example, where it can face the bite, the nerve sends an electrical message to the brain. The brain then interprets the message and sends the response. The response is used by the spinal cord. The nerves in the spinal cord carry the message to the other hand muscle. When the message reaches the hand muscles, the muscles comply and do exactly as they are instructed. That is, scratch the other hand that has been bitten.
Wow. Okay. Well, that is pretty interesting. So, I mean, I'm not going to do this alone. So I've decided to bring in one of my next guests to help me test out his genius level. Mamina Brima Tucker started creating things at age 10. He created from used materials, changeover, and consumer units before going on to electrifying his entire family house at age 15. Today, he's a first-year student at FBC and owns his very own tech company called Think Light Innovation Sierra Leone. And of course, he joins me here to help us with Mohammed. Thanks for being on the show, Moinina. Now, of course, you've seen Mohammed, and he literally can solve literally any calculation without using a calculator. So I want you to help me test him out. Exactly. So he's going to do some multiplication, he's going to do some spellings, and whatever you want to test him out with.
So we are going to start with fraction.
Okay. There you go, Mohammed.
Mohammed, you can hand over the marker.
Okay.
You can handle the marker and
okay, you can come do it for us. Okay.
So I think we are actually in a classroom.
Yes.
So so we're going to start with fraction. So Mohammed, just pick up 2 whole number.
Okay.
2 whole number. 2 upon 9. Plus 3 whole number.
Plus
3 whole number. 3 upon 7.
yeah, that's addition of fractions. But the first thing I should do is to multiply the whole number who is 2 by the number who is 9. When I get the answer, I should add the numerator who is 2 equal 2 times 9 equals 18. 18 plus 2 equals 20 over 9. Over 9. Yeah, again. I'm going to do the same operation that I did here. That multiply the whole number who is 3. By the number who is 7, when I get the answer, I should add it to the number who is 3. 3 times 7 equals 1. 1 plus 3 equals 24 over 7. Verse 7. Here are my fractions, which are 20 over 9 plus 24 over 7. But second, here I have to find the LCM of 9 and 7, which is 63. Equal. So, I'm going to do 7 times. 7 times 20 go on 40. 4. 12. 7 goes into CP 9 times. 9 times 24 or 216.
I think we actually learned something.
Yes, we indeed are.
216. Plus 32. 6. 6. 5. 36 equal. 36 plus 32 equals 256. 6. 63. Yeah, I have a fraction. But the operation of fractional thing, so I should find a number that's going to go to 256 and 53 with no numerals. So let me try 9. 9 goes into 35 3 times in the 7. But 9 cannot go into 6. So 9 is my number. Let me try 8. 8 goes into 35 4 times in that 3 was 8 going into extra 3 is cylinder. And that number 7. 7 going into 35, yes. But 7 can go into 6. 7 over 6. 6 goes into 35. 5 times cylinder 5. 6 can go into 56. What there is in cylinder. And then 5. 5 not. 4 goes into 35. 8 times cylinder 3. So, 4 can go into 36. So, I'm trying to increase. 4 goes into 6. 1 time cylinder 6, but 4 can also increase. And I'm trying to 3 goes into 35. 3 goes into 35. And 2 times cylinder 2, but 3 can go into 26. But 3 can go into cylinder. 2 goes into 296. 2 goes into 1 time in that one. 2 goes into 67 times in that one. So 16 years was 2 and 63. So I should write 396 times 63. Divided by 63. 63. 6 goes into 35. 5 times. 5 times 63. Got 215. 215 is lesser. So I'm trying 6. 6 times 63 got 278. 278 is greater. So 5 is the number. 5 times 63 got 215. 1. 1. 4. 0. 2. Count it. Can 2 go was no. Can 63 go into 41? No. So 5 times into 41. 5 times. One. So 63 goes into 56. Equal. So 63 goes into 50. So 63 goes into 256. 5 times in that 41. 41 over the majority 60. 63. 541 over 60 is the answer. Now, I've got the answer for 2 over 9 plus 3 over 7, which is 5 over 41 over 63.
Wow.
Okay, well, so I'm going to ask you, is that correct? It's been a while I did mathematics.
Me too. Back in the days, But yeah, it's good.
Okay,
it's good. It's
so
good. For Mohammed, he did not go to school doing
and
that
he's
fraction,
6 years old.
6 years old, very amazing. Mohammed, I don't really know what to say.
So now let's give him some multiplications, and I want you to give him some
Mohammed,
random numbers.
I think we are now going to multiplications. Now I don't really know. You are 100% for now.
There you go.
But okay, still, Mohammed. Let me just say 9 times 9.
It's 1.
Wow. 5 times 10.
50.
Jesus.
Okay, 20 times 5.
100.
We are actually learning something here,
I want to give him bigger numbers. Bigger numbers. 50 times 7.
50.
It's like he's having
83 times 7.
Find one.
94 times 3.
22.
Did you check it on your phone?
I mean, okay.
I'm actually off.
I'm still getting some numbers. Let's say 49 times 9
441.
is what?
441.
441. Okay, so let's do some spellings. Spell university.
University.
Yes.
University. University. U-N-I-V-E-R-S-I-T-Y. University.
Wow.
Okay.
We really have guys in Sierra Leone. Our governments are not doing anything towards that moment. You are 100%.
Okay. Let me find. Give us a word, a really tough word that he should spell.
Oh, okay. Mohammed, spell me innovation.
What?
Innovation.
Innovation.
Innovation. Yeah. Innovation.
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 Yeah.
Innovation. I-N-V-O.
Innovation.
I-N-O-V-A-T-I-O-N.
Oh.
Okay. Innovation.
What about technology?
Technology.
Technology. Technology.
Yeah.
T-E-C-H-N-O-L-O-G-Y. Technology.
So give me one tough word. He seems to be getting it right. One tough word. I want you to give me one tough word.
Spell me anti-constitutionality.
Jesus. Even me.
Okay,
Anti-constitutionality.
Anti-constitutionality.
Wow.
Anti-constitutionality.
Constitutionality.
Anti-constitutionality. A-N-T-I-C-O-N-S-T-I-T-U-T-I-O-N-A-L-Y.
Nality.
No, Nality. N-A-L-I-T-Y. Nality.
Okay, give us another tough word.
Spell me symposium.
Okay, wow. Symposium. All right, symposium.
Symposium. Symposium. S-Y-M-P-O-S-I-M.
Symposium.
What about spell us Stella?
Okay, spell Stella.
Yeah, Stella.
Stella. Stella. S-T-E-L-L-A.
Oh, wow.
Stella, I'm going to give one more word. Okay, so my final word, momentous.
Momentous. Momentous. M-O-M-E-N-T-O-S.
Okay, well, I officially give up.
I'm just thinking of
officially
finding the
give up.
moment in school with his friends. How great I don't know.
How they will interact.
Yeah, how they will interact. He presently is a
obviously
self-taught somebody. Finding him in that environment where you have teachers, you have his colleagues. How great will he be in that particular environment? I'm just thinking about that.
Well, Mohammed apparently
I'm
is
just-
well ahead of his peers. Well, next coming up is a video of the week where we'll see see a little kid who is, a little bit like Mohammed. So stay tuned.
My name is Jackson Coda, and I'm 11 years old. I love baseball. Well, I took a test to get into our school's gifted and talented program, and Mensa somehow found out about it, and we sent in some applications, and I was accepted into Mensa based on those test scores. A lot of times, I'm able to do what I do pretty naturally. This is a long one. Usually I try to do it without usually a calculator if I can. I was doing these really advanced things like algebra, geometry, and things like that. Numbers can be found everywhere. You can find them maybe at a supermarket. You can find them in construction, the lengths of maybe walls that you have to put up. You can really just find math everywhere. Graduating college at age 11 is not something that I'd want to do because I wouldn't be able to do the things I love, like play baseball or hang out with my friends and just be a kid.
Well, welcome back. Of course, you've seen that video, and I think that video basically shows that some people are born, smart, whilst for others you can actually develop it, you can learn it. I believe that's the case for Mohammed. What do you think?
Well, basically, what I'm doing for Mohammed is to give him excellent learning opportunities. I'm giving him the skills needed to solve maths and the skills needed to communicate and read effectively. Paving a way for him, just for him to get a broad range of broad range of literacy ability, to help him function in any complex learning-based society.
To round up this section now, I know Mohammed did say that he is going to go to school in September. So what are your plans for him moving forward? Given the fact that he is well advanced compared to a lot of people, his kids, and he can literally solve multiplications or equations that even last students would need a calculator for. What's the way your plans for him now moving forward?
Well, on September, my plans for him is for him to write the LBSC exams, the next academic LBSC exams.
So he'll be 6 by then?
Yeah, he will be 7.
He'll be 7.
Because he's 6 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And thereafter?
Well, I want him to get his first degree at age 14.
Age 14.
Yeah.
So, but eventually you're going to have to enroll him into
Sure.
normal school.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Mohammed. I have learned quite a lot with the nervous system and yes, and the maths as well. So thank you for teaching us, and good luck. We'll definitely be following your progress as you advance in life. And let me ask you, what do you want to become before we say goodbye?
Scientist.
You want to become a scientist? Well, we seem to have a lot of them in Sierra Leone.
There's a huge challenge ahead of you.
Definitely, but I want to say thank you so much for having it, and it's very apparent that you have done very exceptionally well with your son. Well,
Thank you, Stella, and thank you to AYV.
Great to have you on the show. Well, we'll go on a quick break, and then we're going to meet my next set of guests.
From our set location at Sweet Spirit Hotel, welcome back to On the Spot on AYV Television, where I'm speaking with Young Geniuses in Sierra Leone. Now, Moimina, you did join me earlier and you helped me quiz Mohammed just to kind of test out his genius level. Now, you as well, you were a smart kid. You pretty young. You started young, just like Mohammed and my next guest that is coming in. Can you just take us through tell us who you are, basically?
Well, my name is Mohammed Innovator. I am an innovator, but sometimes people call me inventor. As you can see over here, I started at the same age with Mohammed because I started at the age of 10. The first thing that I ever built was a consumer unit. After a consumer unit, a changeover. By the time I was 15 years old, I identified my entire house. My family house, my father's house. I identified it at the age of 15. So I was always taking innovation or creativity basic. It was always in me.
Now, I know that you're also working on identifying young people, just like yourself. You were a smart kid. And of course, my next guest is one of such young, smart people in Sierra Leone. Now, he is 13 years old, Mohammed BANGURA of the Prince of Wales School. He started inventing things from age 7 and today has built a work-in-progress robot and a caterpillar using disposed materials gotten from dump sites. It's great to have you, Mohammed. How are you?
I'm fine.
Great. So I did, do a little bit of an intro, on you, but can you tell us a little bit more about who you are?
My name is Mohammed. I'm from the Prince of Wales and I am 13 years old. I live at Beachwood. So my work at home, I make robots from wasted material, and my caterpillar is from wasted material. So my job is innovation. I want to be an innovator. So I need help from the government, so on and so forth.
Okay, all right. Well, that's pretty much straight to the point. So you want to be an innovator, meaning that you, I don't know, this comes into the scientist, being a scientist?
Like the meaning for innovation is people who actually spend time to think towards the future. Invention, creating new things, bringing new ideas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mohammed, where did you get the idea or the inspiration that, you want to become an innovator?
It is from God gift. Sometimes I just sit down and I think, when I think, create something more better. This one now.
Okay. So who have been teaching you all these things?
No,
No one. Okay. And when did you start? When did you start this?
10 years old.
When you were 10?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're in Form 1 in school. Do your school know what you're doing? Do you take it? How supportive is your school?
Well, they are not supporting me like that. But anytime when I play something, I go and give the principal. The principal just put me around the devotion and explain about me. Finish.
Okay, finished. I like that. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about the things you have created. You've created a robot and a caterpillar. Why did you? Like I said, it's a work in progress, meaning that it's something you're still working on. You haven't finished it yet. But why did you decide to create a robot and then a caterpillar?
Because I like to create robot more, but the caterpillar I created just to let me have a fun. That's why, but the robot I didn't finish it. That's why that is the empty scrap. But I want to make it more better than when the robot is talking, and so.
Okay. So before we come to the robot, because that's a bit technical, you say the caterpillar is for fun. And I see that your caterpillar, you use syringe. Where did you get that idea, given the fact that you're self-taught?
And my father is veterinary doctor, so when my father finished to use the syringe, my father threw it away. So I go in the dustbin, I pick it up, and I test it with another syringe. Then I squeeze the one over there, and the one over there will move. So I suggest that I want to make something more better than that. So I fix it up.
Wow. Okay. And the robot, how did you make it? What process did it go through?
The robot. Sometimes when my school is over, so I pass by the area, find some stuff like by the wire, cartoon, and some scrap toys. So I pull the one that is useful in the scrap, so I kept it. So the other one I threw it away, and the useful one I use it to make the robot.
Wow, that's really powerful, Moinina. This just kind of reminds us of our very famous now Calvin Doe, and apparently he started out in the same way as well.
And same school, Prince of Wales.
Prince of Wales. Okay, so it seems there seem to be quite a number of tech people from Prince of Wales. Is that the case? How about your friends? Do they also do the same thing? So it's just you. Okay. Well, more still coming from my amazing guests. Remember to follow On The Spot on social media and continue to watch AYD television. We'll be back. This is On The Spot. My name is Stella BANGURA, and as I speak with young geniuses, in Sierra Leone I'm with Moinina Brima Tucker and Mohammed Bangura. Now, Moinina, you literally found Mohammed. How did it happen?
Well, I was on the media last time for my emergency pet. So I was there, but normally when I've used to be on the media, I share my contact. So immediately, Mohammed, the sister of Mohammed, and received the contact from there. She called me and said she's having she's having Mohammed and he's doing the same thing with me. He love inventing, he love taking scraps, spending his time on technology. I say, really? I say, it's so interesting. And the biggest thing she told me about was robots. She said, Mohammed loved robot and I love robot. I have 100% passion for robot. So immediately the next day, I was at the house. I met with Mohammed. I saw some of his scraps, so different types of. I said, oh, I remember the days, my younger days. You know, a lot of scrap, garbages everywhere. So it was so interesting. So from there, I started talking with Mohammed. You know, talking with the parents of Mohammed because it's not really easy for a young boy like this one, going up there shouting for scraps to the house, bringing them to the house. It's not really easy for a parent because I know I passed through that stage with my mother. So you know, so I started talking with them that this is his own gift. You guys need to encourage Mohammed because you don't know where he will be at the next stage. So you need to encourage him because in Sierra Leone we need to work towards technology. And we don't want others to come in to teach us. We want to use our own self-knowledge.
We caught up with Mohammed's parents, and this is what they had to say.
Mohammed Bangura and my son. Mohammed Bangura grew up with this last year. I see after school, he come out with tinen. Boko tinen. But when he come, since in daddy know well, I not be happy. At the alaparam. Mohammed was kind boko tinen. They was just kind scrap this. They don't see upala. Look now, upala na able make up again. I say, who's kind thing? Say, Mama, wait. Mama, why go down big just now? Why go down make something just now out of this? Now you go the glad back for me. And I say, yes, I will glad because of the opportunity now you want for bring come to the house. I say, so I appreciate what you do, but we don't sweep me not like dirty. And I say, okay, Mama, not a problem. So Mohammed Bangura na me pikin. And I believe for say, when he don't start this thing, so let God continue for raise him up more and more than what he do so. Well, basically, Mohammed, when he can come on school camp, like morning, I don't get in lunch. Sometimes he is starve himself with his lunch way at the game. He come na house, he can meet me. Mama, you get 2,000. Mama, you get 50,000. You get small program till you get for goal. And I say, hey, Mohammed, and you see Papa no well. I say, but what's that then tier you want for do? Me self go try, but we not get. But who shall we get? I go able to manage you for like you go. I go upgrade you so that you go able to come out with a flying color.
I'm really surprised because I think say Mohammed na me footstep in Fala. Me once more, I've been so much like animals. When they come out school, they come with them, scrap instruments, scrap radio, scrap. I said, but in fact, at the Halapan, I said, but don't bring scrap camera. Always, do. In fact, last year, they make one show na a conference. He come first. He said, Papa, look the certificates, young innovation, young
best innovator.
Innovators. I was surprised. I said, well, I said, you want to be a science. You want to go. He said, I want to go to the moon. I want to fly go to the moon. I said, well, let God help you. I say because then kind tears who maybe it will start to become a future leader tomorrow. And the hope for let it become an engineer because in big brother himself my engineer he work na Sudan under United Nations. If himself gets that kind of under my interest, I first and say okay, do all that thing saying in science. I hope say let God help him, let himself become a future engineer for in help this in country.
So now, Mohammed, aside from your parents, I know that Mohammed encouraged the parents to help you, to support you, encourage you in this your innovative passion, if I would call it that. But aside from them, who else again supports you to really push for this passion of yours?
Well, only my sister talked to me, let me continue to do my work. Just my sister.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So and beyond that, I mean, I mean, from the video we see that your parents are really proud of you, and your father wants you to become a scientist. So do you share the same feelings as well? I know you said you want to be an innovator, but tell us a little bit now what you really want to be.
Well, I want to be an engineer.
Okay.
Yes, I want to be an engineer, but my father said let me be a doctor. But when my father sees my work, okay, my father said, okay, my boy, what you want to be, just continue to be
Okay.
what you want to be.
Okay. So now they encourage you to just push through. Any idea where you want to go to university? Any school?
I want to go to England.
To England. Okay. So, I mean, you've already started on a good path, and I believe that's definitely going to happen. So now you've created the caterpillar, which is for fun, and the robot because you love it. I know you're still working on it, but what else do you want to create? What else do you want to build?
I just want to build, let me say, helicopter and a submarine.
Okay. And so on and so on. Wonderful.
I want to build plenty things. Some of my friends just say, okay, I'm going to build robots, I'm going to build robots, I'm going to build robots. But my own idea, I just want to build just plenty of, let me say, robots, submarine, helicopter, just
electronic things. Wonderful. And now, I mean, you have a company now that support young geniuses like Mohammed here, and I know that you did create a what do you call it, emergency bed? I know it was all over. Take us through on just briefly on the bed and moving forward what you're doing now in terms of creation.
Yeah, well, actually, I formed that company for me to raise up some cash because before then I was not having anybody to sponsor me either. So I developed that company for me to start selling things, to support me in my innovation, to support sponsoring others, because this is a time that we don't want to sit down waiting for our government to support us or looking forward for an NGO to support us. We need to get up, we need to work up, we need to support ourselves because this is our passion, we need to do it. So I set up that company to sell, make some cash, sponsor, as I'm saying.
Yeah.
After we invented the bed, it was sold, and 2 more were sold. Presently, I'm planting an office space. Yeah, with the finance raised from the bed. So it was so good for me. Presently, I'm also working towards creating a platform, a national platform for innovators.
Well, I've been speaking to some of Sierra Leone's emerging tech gurus, if I would say that. But stay tuned, I'll be back. Welcome back. This is still, of course, On the Spot, and I have my 2 amazing guests, Moinina Brian Matoka and Mohammed S. BANGURA. Now, before we round up, I'd like to have you, Mohammed, tell us 3 things you'd like to leave us with.
Well, I like to let the government focus on innovation program, and I just want to advise my friends, let them keep it up what they are doing. Let them continue with their jobs. It's just
Okay. And Moinina?
Well, it is not really easy for people with innovative ideas. we know you will be argued several times. So first, this one is going for innovators, people with innovative ideas. You keep it up, it is your dream. So you don't let your dream be dreams. So you need to be yourself. And one thing I'm going to say is for the government. We know there is a pathway now into the government by Moinina David Shenge. We know this government will support us. But let the government search for innovators. We are the future for the world. And like for me, presently, I need sponsor, but I'm not dependent of sponsoring because I have my company now. My focus is on my company to sell, support myself. So I need innovators to be successive in the future.
Okay, and I think I probably will add as well, we need Sierra Leoneans to support our very own Moinina. His company is Think Light Innovation Company. Well, we've got the expertise, we've got the brains. It's just all about us supporting one another. Well, thank you so much for both of you for joining me here on the spot. It's been amazing having you here. Now, as I round up, here are my final words. In my final words, each one of us possess some special talents. Now, a few are gifted with special talents by birth, while a few are developed when identified over time as a child grows. Talents come in many forms, such as obtaining good grades, getting musical skills, or becoming a fine athlete. Parents and close relatives play a key role of observing less evident gifts and helping a child to see and value their own capabilities. They are to help them build or develop their talents from an early age, which sets the foundation for them to become an all-time contributor of the society and the nation as a whole. Thanks for watching. I'll be back next week, but do connect with us on the spot by joining our online community on Facebook, where the conversation will continue. Have your say on the discussion. And remember to follow me as well on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. While you are at it, remember to drop by our beautiful set location, Sweets Hotel, for a beautiful time out. A big thanks as well to our set decker, and that's coming from CT Plaza at Wilkinson Road. Love anything on the set? Then head on over. It's at Wilkinson Road. Pick an item. Thank me later. But from here on the spot, keep looking beautiful. Stay fabulous. Until next week, we'll be back.